Some people say that our life is a product of our habits. Some people say that our life is a product of our thoughts. But I say, our life is a product of our discipline. Because if you can't control your habits, then habits will control you. We should be eating healthier, exercising more. Because the alternative is not just living a life full of mediocrity, but it's actually living a life full of regret. How do we go from being unmotivated and undisciplined to being motivated and disciplined? And how do we go from being undisciplined to being disciplined? Well, here's what I do every single day to help me be more disciplined. And it's simple. I set a daily highlight. I plan my day around one big task that I want to get done. And I do that in an app. It's a productivity app. And every night before I go to bed, I plan my next day. I block out time for that big important task that I want to get done. And then I put a time buffer before and after that task. In that time buffer, I put things that are enjoyable, things that I look forward to. For example, let's say I'm going to work out in the morning. I would put some time before and after my workout. In that time, I would put breakfast, maybe some reading, some journaling. So I look forward to those things because I know I have to do the workout. But by putting those things on either side of the workout, I look forward to doing those things. So that's what I do every single day to help me be more disciplined. I set a daily highlight. I plan my day around one big task that I want to get done. Well, I'll tell you what I do every single day to help me be more disciplined. Now, before I do that, let me answer a question that some of you might be wondering about. What's the difference between discipline and motivation? Well, motivation is like a fuel. It's what gets us started. It's what makes us take action. Discipline is the actual action. So for example, let's say you want to start exercising. Motivation might be the reason why you start exercising. You see all these fit people on Instagram and you want to look fit too. So that's your motivation. But discipline is actually going to the gym and lifting those weights. Discipline is delayed gratification. It's doing the hard work now so that you can enjoy the benefits later. And without discipline, motivation is pointless. It's like having a car with no engine. It's just a hunk of metal. So that's the difference between discipline and motivation. Motivation is the fuel that gets us started. Discipline is the action that we take. Imagine at the end of your life, lying on your deathbed looking back at your entire life and thinking, wow, I really wasted my potential. I really didn't live to the best of my ability. I could have done so much more, but I chose donuts and video games and Netflix over my potential, over my dreams, over my goals. Now that's a life wasted, and that's the alternative to being disciplined. So that's motivation enough for me. Reading more, working harder, spending less, being kinder, being more compassionate. But we don't do it because it feels good in the moment to eat that donut, to play that video game, to watch Netflix. And so we do those things, and then we regret it later. We feel guilty. We feel like crap. And then we try and do something the next day. And then the next day we fail again. And it's just this cycle of failure. It's like a record that's stuck in a groove. It just keeps playing the same tune over and over again. If you can't control your thoughts, then thoughts will control you. But if you are disciplined, then you can control your habits and thoughts. So today, I am gone. Now share with you why we need to cultivate more discipline in our life. And I'll also be sharing with you one thing that I do every single day to help me cultivate more discipline. There are two types of people in this world. Those who make things happen, and those who watch things happen, and wonder why they didn't make things happen. The first type of person is disciplined. The second type of person is not disciplined. Discipline is delayed gratification. It's the difference between what you want now and what you want more. You can have instant gratification or you can have long-term fulfillment. You can eat that donut or you can go for a run. You can play that video game or you can read that book. You can watch another episode of that Netflix series or you can spend time with your family. What will you choose? That's the choice that you have to make every single day. I think we all know deep down what we should be doing. So here's the big question. Why should you care about being disciplined? Why should you care about delaying gratification? Here's why. Now here's the million-dollar question. How do we do it? So how do we do it? How do we go from being unmotivated to being motivated?